Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Kate. Today I want to talk to you guys about dating in high school. I have probably 5 points for this, maybe 6. We'll find out together. We'll just go on this adventure as a little team. Basically, dating in high school is a little complicated. And I don't mean in the way that you probably think I mean. I mean in the way of it's not something you should do. And probably don't want to hear that, but it's the honest truth. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. When you're in high school, you are, what? Somewhere between 13 and 19 years old. Depends when you started school and whether or not you got held back. When you are that young, you don't want to go fast. You don't want to do things that quickly. It's not good for you. It's not good for your education. And I know I'm not your mom. I'm really not your mom. But it's not good to sacrifice your education for this temporary source of happiness that you have. It's a complicated mess to date in high school. Not to mention the risks kind of outweigh the rewards of dating in high school. And once again, I'm not your mom. You can tune this out if you want to, but there are STIs, STDs, there are babies, possibly abortions, the emotional toll that a relationship takes on somebody, the lack of focus on your education because you're turning all of that onto some relationship. And I hate to be this guy, but when you're that young, the odds are stacked against you. It's probably not going to last. And I know you don't want to hear that. I know, because I didn't want to hear that when I was in school either. But it's the truth. It's not easy. For some people it can be. But there's so much drama around who's dating who and who's doing what. And it's not worth it. Nobody's gonna remember or care who dated and did what in high school. And frankly, if that's what somebody's focused on and they're like in their 20s, they don't really have much of a life if that's all they can focus on. I can tell you right now, thinking about it, I only remember 2 of my friends and who they dated. Like, I remember who my friends are. I'm not delusional. But the only reason I remember who they dated is because we're all still friends on Facebook. I can't tell you who the popular chick dated when I was a junior. I can't tell you what the jocks were doing my senior year because I didn't really give a shit then. I heard about it a lot, but it doesn't matter. That's not what you're in high school for. You're there to get an education and become a productive member of society, as also cliche as that sounds. And you don't want to get into a relationship, especially in high school, if that's where you want to feel your value and your worth. Don't be with somebody just because they tell you you're pretty. And certainly don't start having sex with somebody because they tell you you're pretty. It's a horrible decision to consider having sex in high school. That's a whole nother video that I'm gonna have to do. And in fact, I think I have it planned. But it's not worth it. This looks ugly. I don't like it. It's really not. And I know you were probably hoping for all the super duper plus sides of dating in high school. No, because there aren't any. You're young, experienced that. You know? Why is there a squid there? That's bizarre. There's more than one? Okay, I don't understand anything anymore. But anyway, back on subject. The most important thing that I've ever said on this topic, I said it to one of my friend's younger siblings. Nothing about a relationship or dating is as good in high school as it is when you're an adult. You are not emotionally ready to experience all of the many things that a relationship brings when you're that young. You're not even really ready for it all when you're grown up. We're barely able to be functioning members of society when we're 20, let alone sustain healthy relationships, you know? We're like these weird little half-baked people. And when you're in high school, that's totally what you still are. You can be like, no, I'm mature for my age. I don't give a shit if you're mature for your age. You're not ready enough for how adult and how crazy these things are that you're trying to experience way too soon. So enjoy what you're doing when you're in high school. Don't force it. If you're gonna be in a relationship, don't make it a chore. Don't make it like an elective on your schedule. It's not work. A relationship should never actually be work. Your classwork and your homework is work, and you need to focus on that shit. I know, I'm not your mom. I don't want to be your mom. But I feel like not enough people tell this kind of shit to kids. Well, you're not really kids, you're half-baked grown-ups. That terrifies me. Some of you people. I have a cousin who's turning 8, and I am petrified of what this world is going to look like when he's 16. And all I can do is hope that he's willing to take this kind of advice. Because this world is terrifying, and it's difficult, and the shit that you little teenagers are doing is crazy. You guys are doing things that when I graduated we weren't even thinking about doing. We weren't even considering. These are things that we didn't do for a couple years when you guys started doing it. You're so far ahead that it's gonna start being bad. It's gonna start to show, and it's not healthy. You're going too fast, you know? Be careful with whatever you're doing. I can't tell you not to go out and have sex at 14 or 15 or 16 or 17. All I can tell you is that you're not really ready. No matter how ready you think you are, you're not. You might feel ready, it might feel like an okay decision to make, but it's a lot to try to take on when you're that young. And it's a lot to try to take on even when you're in your early 20s. That's a lot of emotion that your brain is not prepared for when you're that young. When you're a teenager, I mean, technically we're prepared for it when we're in our 20s, but barely. Some of the people I know, I swear to God, people just aren't ready for things. And you gotta go at your own pace. And I know I say that after telling you to take things slow, but it's always better to take things slow than rush and get hurt. Or rush and hurt yourself. Or rush and make a life-changing decision, mistake, whatever you want to call them. I'm not saying kids, I'm saying just choices you make that don't go the way that you expect them to. Which can even include a kid, because shit fails and you can't rely on everything. And I'm not speaking out of experience, I'm speaking out of I watched my friends have kids and ruin their lives because they were not prepared. Now, am I saying that it didn't turn out okay for them? No. For a lot of them, things were okay. It wasn't all bad for everybody who ended up having a kid before they were about 20. However, most of them dropped out and never went back. Never went back for a GED, never got their diplomas, and they're stuck making minimum wage in jobs that they hate because of something that they chose to do in high school. Don't let one decision set your life up. If something looks like that, you should really be talking to a grown-up. I mean, I would offer to be that grown-up, but I'm barely able to get myself up in the morning, so I'm probably not a good decision for your grown-up of choice. I'm just relaying the information that I really wish somebody would have given to me, and that I hope my younger family members choose to listen to when it comes time. But there's been a lot of rambling in this video for how few points I had, so I'm gonna cut it off here. I might make a part 2 on this. I may not. I have not decided. Don't expect one. That's gonna be it for this video. Like, comment, and share as you please, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.